Hello everyone, you're here with H, and the H today stands for Here with Ivana. Thank you for the suggestion. They say I won't regret it, but if I end up looking like this woman's face, can you see that? You will regret it.
Ooh, you're hard showing off.
Let's get into it.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Social Catfish. My name's Beth Shannabrow. I am an associate media coordinator for an advertising agency. A lot of my hobbies, I ride motorcycle, target practicing, my animals. I have 2 dogs, my family, working out at the gym, bodybuilding, and anything else I can squeeze in between.
Nice.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Scamfish presented by socialcatfish.com. On today's episode, we help a 56-year-old woman named...
Hold on, I know this is an older video, but who the hell is blurred up there? That's very strange. That's scary.
Beth from Pennsylvania. Beth was messaged by multiple cast members from the TV show SEAL Team. 2 profiles claiming to be Scott Fox and Justin Melnick connected with Beth through Facebook and thought Beth would be a great companion for their friend named James. Let's jump straight into it. Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed.
Go do that. Go do that, but you already are. Give me a second, Beth. What in the hell am I about to watch? I will immediately say that it's great, actually, to see someone with so many hobbies on this show. Like, she was listing off things, boom, boom, boom. At least she wasn't listing off nice body parts about her lover that most victims do. So kudos for not playing The Sims with us. But it's good to see someone, it's refreshing, even. Someone's, involved in a lot of things. So it's quite concerning then as how you've ended up in this situation when your mind can easily be preoccupied with so many other things. Take care of the dogs and don't let the dogs get you. You get me?
I really wasn't doing online dating. My story actually starts on Facebook. I'm a big fan of the show SEAL Team.
Never seen it.
SEAL Team is a television show that started on CBS. It is about Bravo team that is a team of highly trained SEAL team members, frogmen,
Okay.
and all the missions that they have done. I got a friend request.
Sorry, you can't just descend from all the missions that they've done to here's me getting a friend request from them. Sorry, I don't understand. Okay, you've lost your mind already. I just want to point out that what was the need to tell me what the show was about? Like, usually I ask for context, but in this situation, I don't care. All right? Is this an advert? Is this promotion for SEAL Team show? Sponsor me. I love how that potentially is the character's name that is messaging you or requesting a friendship from you. Is it?
From Scott Fox, who played Full Metal and was killed off at the end of season 4. On Facebook, I'm on a lot of SEAL Team fan pages. Getting a friend request from him just did not seem out of the realm for me.
What?
Really?
I do not accept any requests from anybody outside that I do not know, other than somebody like Scott Fox.
Other than someone who's potentially rolling in the big bucks. I'm not calling her a gold digger, chill out, okay? I just want to point out that it's not out of the realm for her. What does that mean exactly? Like, if I start following bare Jessie J pages, right? And bare is slang, just to let you know, it's not a Jessie J page where she's dressed as a bear or something. Bear means lots. But if I start following a lot of them, yeah, am I now thinking, you know what? Maybe it makes sense if Jessie J actually friend requests me then. No, you're delusional AF, and it's only been 2 minutes.
So I accepted it. We started talking via Messenger. He was trying to say how he was writing a script for Netflix because he's no longer on the show. Well, being a fan, I knew for sure what Scott's personal life is.
What?
Yes, he's single, but he is engaged.
Oh, she's so right. That actually makes so much sense. You know, when you're single, how dare someone say you can't be engaged at the same time? I'm engaged in many phone calls when I'm on hold trying to sort out bills that are slapping my ass into my chest. So it makes sense.
He's still part of SEAL Team, even though his character's been killed off, because the real Scott Fox is a true SEAL Team guy. He served overseas. Scott Fox, I had a real crush on. I had no problem watching him over and over on the show.
All right,
Beth was so happy to meet one of her favorite actors on her favorite show. They texted each other for hours. She was even more excited when another actor from the show reached out to her.
Sure.
And in the meantime, I get a friend request from Justin Melnick, who plays as Brock on SEAL Team, and I accepted.
As you do.
Justin Melnick, who plays Brock with the dog. The dog on the show is Cerberus, but it's actually Dita, and she is his dog, because I'm on all his other fan pages and everything on Facebook.
What?
He and I were talking, you know, and I explained to him the whole situation with Scott, and he was like, well, let me talk to Scott and I'll get back to you. So waited a couple days, logged back in. There was a message from Justin. He had asked me, are you single? And I'm like, well, yeah. And he's like, well, would you be interested in meeting a friend of mine? He's in the service. He's really, really shy.
That is one big pile of shit.
Like, well, do you have a picture of him? I want to see what he looks like first. So he sent me the first picture of
course,
James. I was like, okay.
Alright, so this is James. After meeting two of her favorite actors and chatting for hours, it seems that Scott and Justin had an ulterior motive.
First of all, what is the person on the left giving me such sinister eyes for? You chill out, Scott Fox, okay? Your second name is actually a nuisance in these streets. The foxes run amok and they do the most devilish screams. But also, I love the fact that the picture that was sent, full body, chest out, quads out, hamstrings out, freaking triceps out, everything out. All of it. You might as well have sent him nude, okay? I wonder what prompted her to go ahead with this.
To find their friend James a date online. James was a lucky man. He had 2 celebrity wingmen.
Really wasn't even looking to date. As James and I started talking,
Oh, he's not shy anymore.
It was really coming together because we both enjoyed a lot of the same things. And that's where the connection with James and I came in. He was supposed to be military, stationed in Las Vegas, based out of Camp Irwin in California.
Oh my god, Shoshone. Look at that. Can you see that at the top there? Don't know why I'm looking at my thing. I ain't got a watch, but I'll tell you what time it is. It's time for me to break out into song. If you've ever played Firewatch, incredible game, by the way. I'm heading off to old Shoshone, Where the birds and bees won't know me. If anyone ever played that, that might be a hella niche reference, but I had to.
At first, Beth was hesitant to start chatting with
No, she
James because of her
wasn't.
past relationships. She just didn't want to get hurt.
I was actually married twice for a
Okay.
total of 25 years. But I've been single since about 2008 for about 14 years. My second husband and I were legally divorced in 2012. So I'm legally divorced 10 years, but it's really 14 because we were separated for 4 years before we got divorced. Have dated. Some of those went very well. My last relationship, that was about 4 years ago, I was extremely cheated on. It took its toll on me. I haven't dated in 4 years. Even though I was married twice, I just never felt I had my true love.
Hold on a second. Didn't she say she's been single for 14 years? Or did I just mishear her? Because if her last relationship at this time of the interview was 4 years ago, that means you weren't single for 14 years. I don't know what's going on.
My soulmate. With both my husbands, I was never the love of their life. With my first husband, the love of his life was his first wife. My second husband, the love of his life was his ex-girlfriend.
What in the...
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Do you see why I think marriage is scary? Like, I'm not opposed to it, but it's scary. And also, this is why I always say, once you get out of a relationship for whatever reason, grieve that relationship. Yeah, spend some time with yourself. Maybe you ended on okay terms and you both realize at some point you're meant to be together, because it's like a jungle out there in the dating world, all right? It's an absolute zoo. Everyone just like fighting each other. You know, who should pay for this? Oh, is it acceptable if this? Get a grip.
Calm yourself, boy. You are acting hysterical.
Sorry, I was just triggered over all the Twitter debates that I always see of people who just don't really like each other, but for the sake of image and posting online. Hey, look, I'm in a relationship. Took me to a fancy restaurant, but I don't really like him, but, you know, does that mean I should still do this? And you hopefully get my point. Anyway, besides the point, grieve relationships, all right, everyone? Spend some time to think about things, because maybe you still do deep down have feelings for another person, and it's extremely selfish of you. And I said it in a previous video, it's selfish of you if you're fighting demons of some kind and you're losing this fight. It's very, very selfish to then go and essentially put the weight of your demons onto the other person, especially if you know you don't truly love this person. You're just wanting to settle down or something. Disgraceful! I feel for her in that regard.
And when you're told that,
I understand.
James and Beth started to build their relationship. They spoke every day, and Beth was starting to fall for him.
James's birthday was to be May 3rd. He wanted a German Shepherd for his birthday.
Wow.
And that's the first money I sent.
Sorry.
He was the perfect one out of any man I've ever been with.
How have you come to that conclusion? You've just spoke online. Please, everyone, whilst I understand traumatic past experiences can alter the way you think about future experiences, don't let it mold your entire actions, if that makes sense, please. Also, I just need to point this out. Is it strange to want a dog for your birthday, or a pet of any kind for your birthday? I don't know, because when I hear that, it makes me think you just want it sort of like instant gratification for that day. Remember, everyone, animals are for life, not for one day. Have you ever seen those dogs? Yes, those dog adverts. Dogs are for life, not just for Christmas. Just please, look after your animals, man.
Of course, I'm going based off all the pictures that were sent me.
As you
Both
do.
ride motorcycles. He was supposed to be a sniper in the service. I have a passion for guns as well. I carry a gun. Legally.
Glad you mentioned that. Or you opening up a can of worms if guns should even be legal. But we'll skip straight past that. Honestly, she's basically just, outed herself as delusional AF by saying, from his pictures, I think he's the perfect one for me. Because you're both sat on a motorbike and you both like things that go pew pew. Really? Maybe your brain waves, the synapse should have been going pew pew, but you've probably lost all common sense, to be honest.
We both are into bodybuilding and working out in the gym. So it was like the perfect person because I'm a very different type of woman.
What does that mean, man? What does that mean? You've put yourself on a pedestal here now, as if there's no other women in the world who like to go to the gym. They might like pew-pew guns. They might like motorbikes. You're different or something? What's going on here? But anyway, it's also concerning at the fact that, let me just get my thoughts back.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
What I meant to say is it's not concerning, actually. Maybe it's a bit refreshing that these lovers here actually have commonalities that extend past favorite colors and shit. Do you know what I mean? Oh, you like this type of food? We should be together. However, whilst that is better than most stories, you both like motorbikes, whatever, that doesn't mean you belong together, right? Just because you like similar things, it doesn't mean that your personalities are going to be compatible. And that's why in person getting to know each other is important. So
interests aren't shopping or anything like that. There was some very serious, heartfelt feelings I've never felt for anybody before.
damn.
It started late March.
Stop you there. Maybe I need to go back to late March to understand what you've just said, because you said that your previous marriages, you weren't their first love, right? But maybe I'm reaching here. Let me know in the comments. Is her saying she's never felt this type of love before, isn't that basically the same thing as what they did? Not excusing what they did. They're pieces of shit, right? You clearly didn't love her, so you just married to settle down, maybe to get back at your ex. But her saying she's never felt, I can see it. Maybe James has shown quote-unquote more love than the others. Maybe in that regard. I'll give her benefit of the doubt and think of it that way.
And the last was Wednesday night when I did tell him that I was in a motorcycle. I
Oh my.
was in a motorcycle accident, which I really was, and sent him pictures of some of my injuries and told him I just needed to heal. I've never been anything but honest with him. Of course, every woman wants to hear she's beautiful, but when she doesn't hear it from her own two husbands, there was very much a very deep emotional connection.
I get that.
And it would just...
Right, I'm not a fan of this. This is the message. Now cut to this stock footage. Message, stock footage. You're hurting my eyes here, bro. Stop it.
I never had it in my previous relationships.
I get that, actually, now, with the love she's never felt thing she said.
During James and Beth's 6-month relationship, she had sent thousands of dollars for a German Shepherd, military supply,
What?
and Wi-Fi connection for them to continue speaking over WhatsApp. If you've watched any of our episodes, all of the reasons that James requested money from Beth screamed
Yeah, it screams romance scam. We know this. And once again, another person who doesn't understand that someone in the military doesn't need money for military things. Look at this guy looking at whoever this actual person is like, put a shirt on, man. We get it. You're muscly AF. Get back to work.
requested money from Beth screamed romance scammer. We looked into all of the information on this man, James. We started with a reverse image search to find the real man. James, Scott, and Justin's Facebook profiles were all either removed or deleted off of Facebook. But our social catfish team was able to find out who the real man in these photos that James claims he was. Just a reminder to everyone, you can use all the tools that our social catfish team uses to crack these romance scammers. They're all available on our website, socialcatfish.com. Click this YouTube card or the link in our bio to get access. You can find out everything about the person you're chatting with online today. Real quick, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it. It was now time to sit down with Beth
Chris.
and let her know what we had found.
Nice to meet you.
It's great meeting you.
Oh
You know,
my
we've been
goodness, Bree's got like a hella tan here. Goodness, you just came back from like the Bahamas or something. You go, girl.
we've been actively working on your case.
I'm ready.
All right. So from what I've seen through text messages between you and James, it seems like you and James have a strong and intimate connection.
Yes, we did.
Stop it.
Something I noticed is you're calling him my husband. He's calling you my wife. Is this connection still the same today?
I've been kind of keeping it going because I really wanted this to happen between us, because if I gave him any indication of anything being different, I knew things would get blown out of the water.
What?
And we referenced the text messages because we did see quite a lot of affection in those text messages. Were you in love with James?
This wasn't somebody who just randomly found me. Justin introducing me and James, was a little bit different from your typical, hey, how you doing? You're beautiful. It was just such a much different situation.
Can we just address like the background story here? So the two SEAL actors are just randomly talking about Beth to James. Is that what I'm supposed to believe here? That's really strange.
And do you feel that James was in love with you?
Yes.
How so?
The things he said, the emotional connection, it did feel real, but like I said, there were some things starting to unravel. I have a photogenic memory.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What?
Because at one time I did delete him, deleted Telegram, everything. So all those original from the start until I deleted it were gone. But that doesn't mean I don't remember what everything was.
I have no idea what you're on about. Imagine someone going to court and saying, I don't have evidence, but I have a photogenic memory, judge. So believe me. Also, not sure if this is harsh or not, but going off of the fact that her two previous marriages, she, I guess, maybe didn't see red flags that they didn't really love her. I'm not sure she is someone who is able to judge if someone actually loves her or not. I'm just pointing that out. Like, I don't think we should be taking her word for this.
And photogenic memory, LOL. I'm sorry, I'm a highly intelligent person. Don't make fun of me.
Oh, but you're making it easy.
I called him out on it.
I see. And well, I'm sure you're dying to hear more about James.
Oh,
and we
yeah.
have quite a lot of information to share with you. So,
Man, Bree's been doing these
Brianna
facial
would like to share that
expressions
information with you.
since
Awesome.
like beginning of time.
So the first thing I want to look at is James being in the military. So Beth, when James had asked you for financial support while he was overseas, this is a red flag. And the reason is when serving in the military, especially active duty, all food and necessities are provided.
Facts.
So you had sent over a handful of transactions. And so when we did look into the money that was sent in Bitcoin, all of these transactions, they had linked back to a Naira X cryptocurrency account.
You know, as you do, you buy military supplies with Bitcoin.
All of the money Beth sent to James was through Bitcoin. Using our tools, we were able to trace down the wallets and find out where exactly the money was taken out. It turns out that Beth sent the money to another Bitcoin wallet, and the Bitcoin was exchanged in Naira. Naira is the currency used in Nigeria.
And Beth, I'm sure this raises a lot of questions about the real man in the photos. The man in the photos is not James. The man in the photos, his name is Devin. He is a CEO of a printing company, and he is not involved in the scam at all. You were not speaking to Devin. You were not speaking to James, which leads me to my next point. We have a tool here at Social Catfish that allows us to track the location of your scammer. And we sent them that tracker, and it came back to Lagos, Nigeria.
That doesn't surprise me.
So then,
Honestly, it doesn't.
What the hell then?
It doesn't.
Our team sent a link over to Beth. Beth shared the link with James. He clicked on it thinking it was a gift card. James typed in the fake code to redeem the gift card, and we were able to track down his location. It turns out James wasn't on some peacekeeping mission. He was in Nigeria.
It doesn't surprise you.
It doesn't.
So it seemed like you were buying into this illusion. If you truly...
At first, I truly was, Chris. There no ifs, ands, or buts. I will totally admit it. I really was. But as things have progressed over the months, when you can sit and look at a picture of somebody and not feel anything, and when your own gut is telling you to keep investigating and keep digging and digging and digging,
what?
I knew.
What digging did you do? Because if you're telling me you were digging with an imaginary shovel, I'd then believe you. You're doing the classic Helen University. It's the first lesson you learn, baby, in every single module. Never take accountability. And if your back is against the wall, just say that you knew all along. You can't fool me.
I was waiting for today to happen for the confirmation.
Okay, sure.
Do you feel that even though your feelings have changed for James, that his have changed, or do you feel that he still loves you?
What a dumb question.
His words say he does, but anybody can say those words.
Yes.
Actions speak louder than words.
Yes.
So with that being said, Beth, what does the future hold for you and James?
Just go to the gym, bro.
Oh, he's gone. He's so gone, it's not even funny.
Hold on a second. There's about 3 minutes left as I look down here. Are they going to address the fact that she friend matched with the two celebrities? Or we're just going to focus on James? Because I think she needs to also know that you weren't talking to celebrities, bro.
What do you believe made you vulnerable to falling for these romance scammers?
The trust of it actually being Justin Melnick?
No, please.
So you believe that Justin Melnick had contacted you?
Thank goodness.
Yes.
I think with this case, it's apparent that you can't trust anyone online unless you've met them face to face.
Wait.
There is no proof that Justin is who he says he is. Okay. There's proof that James is definitely not who he says he is. So, we definitely want to help you out in this case. So if you could send us over the account from Justin maybe we can see what could be done there.
The only thing with the Justin account, I know it got shut down because I'm sure other people must have reported it.
Hot diggity dog.
The only thing I could probably do is try and get a copy of the conversation between us.
Look, sometimes I mispronounce words a lot of the time, but you can't call yourself highly intelligent and then say reported it. I'm just saying.
Even after we revealed that James was a scammer, Beth still believes the real Justin Melnick introduced her to him.
Well then,
although we weren't able to confirm that
waste.
Justin's profile was 100% fake because the profiles were deleted and taken down, we want to know what you guys think. Let us know in the comment section. Is it possible that Beth was really communicating with the real Justin Melnick? I don't think so.
Well, thank goodness for that, because what an insulting question you've just asked me. Like, my intelligence is made up of 2 brain cells dancing up here. One time, maybe they'll do a little jive with each other. The other time, they're having a fight. But they're there, right? But they are not smart. But I feel insulted by that question. No, it was not real, and it's concerning that she still thinks she was contacted by a celebrity, which tells me she will be scammed again in the past. Or the future, not the past. He ain't back to the future, bro. Anyway.
Where does this leave you, Beth, with online dating?
Where does it leave me? So extremely cautious that I deactivated my Facebook account.
Probably for the best.
Do you see yourself dating online moving forward?
It's a possibility, but I've been in contact with a couple people that I've actually dated before, and I know are real.
That's always a good first step forward. You know someone's real. Physically, you've met them before. That's kind of the best way to start. And it's been really great meeting you.
Oh, it's been great meeting you, and I appreciate everything you guys have done for me.
Beth is no longer in contact with James. She's taking a break from online dating, but still open to it. Yeah, but what about the celebs, bro? We didn't even talk about Scott.
Thanks for watching another episode of Scamfish, everyone. Remember, new videos go out every Wednesday.
Saturday.
If you or anyone else you know might be...
Saturday is the new commentary days. Let's go to the tantalizing talk section. I'm interested to see what people are saying about this. My thoughts just here. I don't think actually we've helped her, to be honest. Like, cool, you got James off the radar, but she still thinks celebs were messaging her, friend requesting all sorts. I feel like she's still prone to being scammed in the future then, but maybe that's just me. Let's see in a bit. Tantalizing talk, baby. Are you ready to get tantalizing? Are you ready to have your loins tantalizationed? I have a few comments, to say the least. We'll first begin with this one. It takes a special kind of stupid. Steel Team Nigeria. Alright, I don't know why I struggled there. But I mainly picked this one out for the simple fact that the catfish team hearted it, even though it was 5 days ago, which means they check comments from years ago. That's not the main point here. But the main point is the fact that they've hearted this, whilst this person has essentially called Beth a special kind of stupid. And I just hope that people watching this commentary, if you've made it this far anyway, hope you realize that the catfish team are not these, I don't even know the right word, but they're not this kind of... Like, I know there's this notion that they're patient and all this kind of stuff, they're nice and whatever. Yeah, to your face. But off camera, look, they're hearting things, calling you a special kind of stupid. Just wanted to point that out. Once again, it's going at the people who say that I'm incredibly harsh and a monster and all sorts. You guys, those are my short strings. You don't know, Okay, you don't know the type of BS I'm being called on a daily basis. Anyway, just there you go. Editing H here, just wanted to chime in and maybe articulate a little bit better what the hell that comment was actually picked out for. I mainly picked it out there through the ramblings. You heard me obviously be called a monster and harsh and all sorts. This comment I picked out mainly for the people who have this idea that the team are sort of goody-goody, never say anything bad, etc., etc. When in reality, yes, some of the comments that I see they heart, e.g. the one I just showed, they say similar things to what we're all thinking. Is it wrong that they've done this? No, not in my opinion anyway. If someone's being stupid, you call them out for being stupid so that they learn that their stupidity is stupid and they never do such stupidity in the future. Just wanted to point it out for the people who, for some reason, still come to this channel crying about me. Don't shame them. Shut up. Next up, so many comments pointing this one thing out. Photogenic instead of photographic. Clearly she doesn't. Photogenic is you looking good on camera / pictures. Maybe in reality, you look less, and that's me. I look alright in pictures and stuff. If you meet me in person somehow, I'm ugly AF, bro. So, I'm like halfway photogenic. But anyway, the fact that she's intelligent and she said things like reported and photogenic instead of photographic, you're just doing too much for yourself, okay? It's okay to not be the most highly intelligent. I've accepted it, and you should as well, Beth. Also, similar to how some people call themselves nice, right? I'm such a nice guy. Why doesn't she love me? Listen, if you're calling yourself intelligent, potentially you might not be intelligent, okay? As she said, let your actions do the talking, because you talking isn't good. Next up, a comment from Tiffany, which sort of piggybacks off of me saying earlier, people call me harsh and whatnot. Wow, the insults in the comments. Nice to see how little compassion people have for these strangers who have vulnerably put their stories online for you to judge. Now, don't get me wrong. When you go online, it is the nature of being online that people of all walks of life are gonna have an opinion about you. They're going to comment about you, etc. Recently, I got a comment from someone saying that they don't like my haircut. Look, you're entitled to your own opinion, but at the end of the day, it's my hair. And at the end of the day, this is her story that she shared online, right? I didn't get upset that this person didn't like my hair, because that's just life. But you gotta understand that if you're gonna come on a show like this and display stupid behavior, you're gonna get called out for it. Is it judging? I've always said there's a fine line between insults and harsh truths, right? If you're insulting her physical appearance, etc., which I never do, right? Then yes, you're quite literally insulting her, and it doesn't help anyone. Like you attacking maybe, I don't know, her hairstyle or, her makeup, I don't know, right? If you're attacking something, that doesn't help the situation here. She's not going to learn how not to be scammed if you're insulting her appearance. But if you're saying things about red flags, you were a fool here, people have to be told they are being foolish if they are being foolish. It's not about compassion, okay? You don't see someone doing something bad and police have compassion. Just let them. It's okay. Who knows what the consequences could be? We'll just leave them alone because compassion. Let's get a grip of ourselves here. Editing H once again, and I'd love to know everyone's opinion on what I'm about to say. I actually think it's more compassionate to call someone out for their foolish behavior so that they understand the wrongs and hopefully they are able to act on their behavior for the future. I think it's more compassionate to do that than to just sit back and let people do whatever they want to do because let me know in the comments. And again, don't get me wrong. I completely understand if you are upset about comments, again, attacking her for things that she cannot control, for example. But don't wrap the victims in cotton wool, bubble wrap, packing peanuts, what else? Wool, I don't know. There's no need. They ain't gonna learn their lesson, okay? Next up, Cat raises a good point. He's really shy, proceeds to send photo of buff, half-naked man who is not shy. Precisely, I'm shy in person when I don't really know you yet. I need to judge the vibes, right? If I feel like you can handle my weirdness, I'm coming out weird, baby. However, you won't see a photo of me half naked online unless I maybe get in that shape, potentially. Why have I licked my lips there? Next up, now we get into where I particularly think Beth is sort of arrogant. Like, everything she's been through, I completely understand and I feel empathy for. However, plus anyone who says it's not out of the realm of possibility for a celebrity to add you personally on Facebook is kind of out of touch with reality. Usually people who are arrogant are out of touch with reality. They think of themselves on a higher level than everyone else, etc., etc. I found that so weird that she says that these celebrities reaching out to her would basically be, it's not out of the norm for someone like me. It's just screaming not only arrogance, but delusional. Now, don't get me wrong, I've always said confidence is a good thing to have, right? But when it crosses into arrogance territory, you're on a very slippery slope and you're not going to meet people who are a big fan of you being arrogant. So let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on that? Her saying it's not out of the realm of possibility. Is it simply foolishness or is there underlying issues of arrogance? Next up, we have someone, astronomy guru. You're the guru of astronomy, so can you tell me in the stars, where is it written that someone must be in a relationship at all costs? Being single is underrated. I can't imagine being this desperate to not be alone. I can imagine it. Like, I'm not saying I'm immune to it because I don't know the future, right? I hope to not be in such a position. However, I agree that being single is underrated. Too many victims come on this show and they give off vibes that they just want anyone, right? You show them a picture of anyone who's good looking. Let's nip that in the bud and address that. How many of these victims, if they were shown a picture of someone who looks like them, how many of them would still be on board for the ride? Anyway, it's underrated. It's okay, especially if you are in a position where you've experienced heartbreak multiple times. It's okay to just calm yourself down, okay? I mentioned settling down, the bastard cheating exes, whatever. They were settling down with her, right? They didn't love her. You don't love yourself. And it's okay to not settle for anyone just to plug the hole. Somehow I hope I've constructed that sentence to make sense. It's okay to be happy with yourself, everyone. You don't need a relationship to be happy. It doesn't come from someone else. Happiness comes from within. Jason raises a good point here. He's single, but he's engaged. How insulting to that other woman. She doesn't even care. Now, she said she's like a fan of this Scott guy or something, so she knows about his personal life. I'm not sure, once again, if we're crossing arrogance boundaries here, but he's engaged with this woman. remember he's single, I can swoop in because look at me. That's the vibe I got after, watching this back, and especially after reading Jason's comment. It triggered that thought again in me. So let me know your thoughts. Next up, we have a comment from someone who, not too long ago, we just looked at a couple minutes ago, a comment of theirs. I don't want to sound hateful, but she has some internal misogyny issues. She stresses how special she is for lifting weights, riding a motorcycle, carrying a gun, and that how she's not like other women who like shopping as their hobby. I'm a woman who enjoys/does all four of those things. They're not mutually exclusive. You're not better or more special than other women. I hate seeing women put other women down, even indirectly. I also feel like anyone who says I'm a highly intelligent person is deeply insecure. And I think I said exclusive instead of exclusive. Whatever. I do agree, and I pointed out as well that her mentioning she's not this type of woman, she's not that type of woman, it just, there's no need. You put yourself on a pedestal there as if you're better than other women who perhaps don't like the pews. So I agree that not only does she have arrogance, she does seem to give off, at least what we can see on the screen, misogyny or misogynistic vibes, which is interesting. I guess, look, I'm not a woman, shock horror, right? So let me know in the comments. I've not seen or met too many other women who give off misogynistic vibes. It's strange to me, but let me know in the comments. Now, I'm going to hazard a guess that because of the failed relationships, she sort of puts herself on that pedestal as, I'm better than the woman you consider the love of your life. So I now have formed this hatred of women because my relationships have failed because of other women. So I hate all women now, and I'm better than them. Look what you're missing out on. You got back with your ex, but look, you could have been with me. That's the sort of vibe I get. So let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts? Am I correct in that kind of ideology? Let me know. Next up, we have Watcher Smith. I'm a big fan. The word for fan is short for fanatic, and even the scammer laughed at her use of having a photogenic memory, but she was indignant because she's highly intelligent. The only intelligent thing she did was to activate or deactivate Facebook, but she should delete her account and never reactivate. If a scammer is correcting you, honestly, you need to pack your bags and head off back to land, okay? Because clearly, if the scammer especially is putting LOL, they are laughing at you. They're already laughing at you because they're scamming the life out of you, but they're now laughing at you because you've made yourself look an even bigger fool. But to touch on the fanatic thing, I've always said you can be a fan of someone for their work, whatever it is you're a fan of them for. However, when it transcends into creepy behavior, where for some reason she knows all about his personal life, she's shitting on Scott's real life partner, you well and truly are a stan, but in the way that Eminem was doing stan. So seek help, Beth. I think you've got a lot of issues internally you need to work on before even considering any type of relationship. Next up, we have a comment that says, as a shy person with in real life issues speaking romantically to members of the opposite sex, I think I can safely say for the majority of us, we don't post show-offy, shirtless or half-dressed flex pics on the internet like James. I know people have an image of on the gram and never post every aspect of their life, but the pictures scream total Chad and confidence to me. I completely butchered the reading of that sentence, so apologize. Not even a sentence. There's multiple there. It's comment. Goodness gracious me. But I mentioned earlier on, I'm kind of a shy person as well, but more so if I don't get the vibe that you can handle my weirdness, then I'm just gonna not be weird so that you don't judge me type vibes. But on this channel, it's a completely different story. You get me. I will say, also, I know many people who don't post much. I don't know. Look, to be honest, some people genuinely love this mysterious vibe that they give off, when in reality, nobody cares that much, okay? Stop trying to pretend to be mysterious. Nobody needs to know my moves and what I'm doing in life. Big man, nobody cares that much. You're thinking too highly of yourself, okay? That's besides the point. But I know people who don't post much. If you ever see a picture of me shirtless on Instagram, then you know I've gone full confidence mode. I don't really know why I picked this comment, to be honest. So, but I've recorded it now, so it's staying in the edit.
Stop it. Get some help.
Next up, we have the greatest name ever, right? Pungai Fungi? What a name. I saw the word babe and immediately word screamed scam in my head. I do not even need to see the rest to know the rest of the red flags involved. Now, is this something I'm missing? Like, usually I'm quick to pounce on words like queen or baby, especially if it's in the first few messages. But is the word babe bad? Like, if it's in the first few messages, I can agree. Babe is a red flag because how have you come to this conclusion that I'm your babe, right? But is necessarily the word babe bad? Like, I feel like I would say babe. So, let me know in the comments. Next up, following on from that little babe chat that we were running with, she looks older than 56, and who calls a nearly 60-year-old woman babe? Now, I forgot she even said she was 56 or something, but to be honest, is James 56 or in and around her age? Probably not. So kind of creepy that she's lusting over much younger individuals. But is calling a 60-year-old babe wrong? Like, I don't know, maybe the context here is that he's younger, so it's shifty of him to call someone older babe. But if I'm with my partner and we're 60s, I can't call her babe? Maybe just people hate the word babe. I don't know. Let me know in the comments again, please. Next up, and I'm glad someone else has pointed this out as well, she needs therapy, not a boyfriend, and I sincerely say that. Look, some people might say it's harsh to say that you think someone needs therapy based on their actions and how they speak and stuff, but I believe she needs therapy, right? She's got some type of internal misogynistic thing going on. She's got arrogance issues. Like, I think arrogant people need therapy so that we can come to some sort of conclusion as to why you think you're better than everyone else. Because unless you meet another arrogant individual, you're going to have a hard time navigating relationships. But let me know if that's harsh or not. She does need therapy, in my opinion. Let me know. Next up, we have someone who is addressing the love of their life being the ex comments that she mentioned. If I was ever told the ex was the love of his life, I'd catch him in his weak spot and respond with, but where she at now, though, bro? Who's she sleeping with every night, homie? Oh yeah, love of your life, okay. Never let anyone belittle you, catch them at their weak spot. I don't know if this is just a horribly punctuated sentence, but I've butchered the comment again in terms of reading. However, if your partner says that the love of their life is their ex, I think you got bigger issues here than telling your partner, yeah, but they're sleeping with someone else though. No, that's not something to joke about. It's not funny. Maybe it's funny for them because they're the ones who actually doesn't seem to give a shit about your own feelings. But it's not funny for you. You can mask it with this joke, but quite literally your partner has said you're not the love of their life. So why are you here? You got bigger issues you need to handle than making jokes that they're, the ex is sleeping with others. Yeah, but you're sleeping with someone who doesn't consider you the love of their life. And then lastly, the most important thing to address here. For a second, I thought she was going to say the dog added her on Facebook as well. And that's how you know this isn't real, because the dog didn't add her on Facebook. If the dog messaged her and was even typing, "Hey babe," I'd agree. I'd say this is real. But no, it's not, because there's no dog involved. Just saying. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. What a story, right? Ivana, you said that I won't regret it. I've regretted it, okay? Because Beth has hurt my head. You gave me someone on Helen vibes. And for that, I can't forgive you, okay? Hopefully you guys enjoyed this somewhat. If you want, why are there people doing vroom? And I swear it was a motorbike. It might be Beth trying to ruin this recording. It's late at night. Nothing makes sense. And I'm shouting like this at late at night as well. So am I much better? See you guys next time. If you want to watch more of these, the playlist is up there. If you want to watch something else scam related, it's down there. Bye. I should go bed because of Beth. She's hurt me now. Bye.